Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin has listened again. It is breaking down as expected, and we have reached the $20,000 support level. Yeah, 20,001 to 20,100 roughly. Yeah, so we've come finally to that key support level that we talked about. Here is now decision point. Yeah, here is now decision point. Is it going to be finished here, that correction, or not? This is the low, yeah, that I gave you back in November, where I would expect the correction to be finished. But I've told you in the last few videos, and I think for weeks already, that should we go below that level, we shouldn't rule it out. Yeah, we shouldn't rule it out. In fact, the 17K level is still a likely level to be reached should we lose the 20K level. Why 17K? Because it is the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, and this would be major support. Before we reach 17K, we still have the 19K level, and this is the level where we said the wave 5. It's just another target level, yeah. It depends on, there are various ways how you can calculate targets, and my 20K area was based on the previous all-time high in 2017, end of 2017. That was around 20K, just below that, I think. Then we had the 22K level as likely support, the 200-week moving average. This was crossed to the downside this week. There is still a chance within the week to get back above that level. Absolutely. Last time we went below that level, and it's a crucial level, that 200-week moving average. It has historically always provided a lot of support for Bitcoin. Last time we broke that, I think, was when COVID started, and the price went above that within the same week. So the weekly candle close actually didn't occur below that level, and that is currently at just above 22K, sort of 22.4K. However, as expected, as the short time frame Elliott Wave count suggested, we are going lower. Yeah, not a problem at all. This is all based, all part of this scenario still. Bitcoin going lower, altcoins holding fairly well, actually, I must say that. And this is exactly what we talked about a few videos ago, where we saw, I think on the weekend, we saw the altcoins being hammered down. Bitcoin didn't move a lot. And I told you that we had the same phenomenon a few weeks ago. I think it was end of April when we saw this happen before. And then afterwards, however, I think it took a week last time, we then had suddenly the altcoins holding quite well and Bitcoin just rushed down. And this is the same story now. Bitcoin was holding fairly well on the weekend. Yes, it came down as well, but it was still holding compared to the altcoins fairly well. And then this week it really started to hammer down Bitcoin as well. And the altcoins are now holding quite well. So, they're not always moving in the same way, because a lot of people always still say that everything's following Bitcoin. Well, they are correlated, but correlations come and go. We see that currently all over the place. Yeah. Therefore, it's worth analyzing each chart individually. And one more thing of course, I told you here as well that this whole sideways range was not bullish at all. We couldn't build new all-time highs on it. It is not a foundation on which we could build new all-time highs. And I'm really glad that Bitcoin didn't put us into a painful, longer correction, and that it's finally listened and moved down here below the 28.6K level after we moved 4 weeks in this sideways range, which was just a corrective pattern. Yeah, it had so many corrective features, which meant that we had to expect a breakout to the downside, and that happened. Yeah, then we came to my next target at 22K. We broke that, which was fine, because I never told you that the correction would be here finished. In fact, the lower level wave count always suggested that we will go lower, and now, and this is why it is so exciting, guys, this is so exciting, we are, as per the Elliott Wave count now. Bear in mind, there are other ways of counting this. Yeah, so this does not mean we have to be in this count. Currently, everything's adhering very well to this wave count, which gives me confidence. But what it means is, of this wave 5 in red, which you see down here, the wave 5 in red, which is the last wave of the higher level wave C in which we are, and the C is part of the wave 2. So it's basically the last wave of the last wave. Within this wave 5, we are also in the wave 5, which means we should be seeing here an end of the correction very soon. This is honestly the last leg of the last leg based on this wave count. Now the wave count can change if new price information comes in, yeah, and circumstances might change, but this is, we have never been that close to the low, yeah. So it could really be that we finish the correction here and start to turn around, but we don't have bullish confirmation yet. We don't have bullish confirmation, and therefore we have to assume, unless we make higher highs and higher lows and we break the downtrend, we cannot confidently say at all that the low is in. Someone in fact told me in the previous video in the comments that I had already confirmed the low was in. I've never confirmed the low is in. I've never ever confirmed that the low is in. I always said the low could be in because the chart has fulfilled all requirements, and especially now, as we've also on the lower level wave count are in this last wave down, yeah, and everything's fulfilled. But this doesn't mean we have to turn around already. It has done everything it needs to do to complete the correction. So whenever it turns around now, with a high likelihood, this will have been the low. Yeah, but we can always only tell by looking back. And I will make you aware as soon as I see something, because what we need to wait for is a 5-wave move to the upside. Yeah, a 5-wave move up. And in my opinion, as soon as we get now again above the previous swing high, which is here at, just double check here the wick, I'll take that ABC out. As soon as we get above the wave 4 here, which in my opinion was at 23.26, I might get more confident in telling you that the low was in, but it depends on what kind of price structure we are going to see. Yeah, so if we see a 3-wave move up, it is likely that we're going to see here an extended wave 5, and that is what no TA in the world will be able to tell you. Are we now going to see an extended wave 5 or not? At the moment, we are really at the point where we need to see. We need to see. As long as we don't see bullish confirmation, we have to assume we go lower. And if we break that 20K level, which is massive support, yeah, it is massive support. Bitcoin has never dropped in a bear market below the previous high of a bull market. And this would be the 20K level. If we go below that level, 19K is the next target. I'll actually put that on the chart, 19K. And how did we calculate that? We can just take another look. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was, yeah, so let me just do that. Go to the 1-hour chart for that to have it a bit more accurate. Let's do that. So we take the Fibonacci extension tool and here, so make that a bit. Then we start at the beginning of the wave 1 in yellow. We go to the low of the wave 1 in yellow. We go to the high of the wave 4 at around 23.3K. I think it was a bit lower, and I have to adjust this up here a bit, make it a bit more accurate. Yeah. So I think that is as accurate as I get it now. Yeah. Okay. So it's just below 20K. It's sort of in that region, 19 to 19.5K, well, which is just below 20K. That is just a 100% extension of the wave 1. To be fair, I don't think this will be a massive support, because if you break below 20K, I think it's a psychological level. So I think below that, you're just going to straight away probably go to the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, which is for a wave 2, in which Bitcoin is another very, very key target. Yeah. I'm not sure at which, because there are a lot of Elliott Wave analysts who say we are currently in a wave 4 for Bitcoin. So that all of this correction currently is a wave 4. I believe their scenario will get invalidated soon because the wave 4 is coming down too low. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. This will be very exciting, and we'll see which scenario actually worked out. But I've been very confident that the wave 2 scenario here is in play, which means that the next wave up should be a wave 3. So it's looking good, Prices going up a little bit. They are reacting to the 20K support level, yeah, but it's way too early to say now the low has been in or whatever. 20K, definitely major support. There's a chance that the correction could be over at 20K. Yeah, absolutely. We've done what we need to do, but I'm not going to confirm that we have seen the low until I see a 5-wave structure to the upside and and we take the previous swing high out. Yeah, and bear in mind today there's a lot of volatility in the market, which might only be short term, which might be a bit of manipulation, and there's a lot of noise going on. So anything that might happen today could just not be long lasting. So be aware of that as well. But we see already a nice reaction to the 20k level, which is fantastic. Just bought some Bitcoin at 22.2k for my long-term portfolio, and this is already going up nicely as well. I made the channel members aware, and you know, maybe the low is in, but all we see at the moment is just a small engulfing candle on the 1 hour chart. So it's way too early. It's way too early. It would be epic if we really turn around in this yellow target area that I gave you already back in November, but I don't think we will. I think my feeling, you know, and now it's really, you know, we've made a lower low compared to the wave 3 here in yellow. It could honestly, it could be it. It could be it, but we can't say it with confidence until we get bullish confirmation. But my feeling is, yeah, and at the moment I can really, because the chart is, my scenario is fulfilled. So I now need more information to be able to tell you it's going on to the downside or not. Yeah, I now want to see, do we make a 3-wave move up or do we make a 5-wave move up? And therefore I can only make a guess right at this moment, which is unusual. But at the moment, my guess is we haven't seen the low yet. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership, maybe even check out the trading course on morecryptoonline.com, and make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well. You can find all the links for that in the video description. Please don't just look for us, yeah, because there are a lot of scam accounts as well. I don't want you to be scammed. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.